What's good with YouTube? Y'all we know Big Flaco with a convict's perspective, and I'm gonna slide on through the little bit of energy. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment, do all those things to help support this channel. Hit that bell notification for future fire content. So I was watching Gunner's Collective, Gunner's, about beef and all that, and just about his feelings and about all these situations that arose, man. And it's kind of ironic that I had a discussion with Roll today, and we're talking about some of the content ideas that maybe we have that we're going to do. And one of the things that we said is that we're not going to take shots at nobody. We're not going to address it. We're not going to, give it any type of energy. We feel that was one of the biggest mistakes that we made, was sometimes giving things energy, or not knowing how others are going to take it and whatnot. It does nothing to help the channel. So in hearing Gunner and seeing the comments that are people putting on this video, you know what? The truth of it is, me personally, I speak for me. I got more serious issues I'm dealing with than to worry about any YouTube channel. That goes to all these YouTube channels. I don't got the time for it. It's not even worth my time. Every once in a while, I've done a reaction or response, or just put my own feelings about some of the videos I've seen from some people. And it's not coming from a place of hate. It's just coming from a place of recognizing certain things that maybe someone needs to recognize themselves. That's as far as it goes, man. After all the stuff that happened last year, or in a couple months ago, I got more important things going on in my life, that I'm trying to work on. I'm not perfect my damn self, but at the end of the day, beef, nah. I've always said this before. I don't believe in beef on YouTube, okay? Because the only way I know how to beef is one way. You know what I'm saying? And that's not in no joking fashion. That's not in taking shots. That's not in doing any of that. That's something that I did engage in this year. But that's after being attacked several times, man. That's after getting trolled, my wife getting trolled and causing, personal issues in my personal life and whatnot, and hey, to each his own, man. Apparently a lot of viewers like to support that kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's just their get down. And people need to realize that, the things that you witness and people do in these beefs, would you really want that being done to you? Right? So it's kind of like people are sitting in the shadows, they're sitting in the bleachers and stuff, right? They're not out there in the fucking trenches. They're not out there in the battlefield. They're not out there to where real shit happens, man, and it has real life effects. People take it as a game. It doesn't matter if for some people they like to brush it off. That brush off may not be something that the next man can brush off. And people need to realize that. And see, accountability goes within one's own actions and what they do. You can't just sit there and expect the world to revolve around how you think it's going to revolve, because there's real people out in this world who just the slightest type of acts on some people's behalfs could have a fucking ripple effect where it affects everybody. But I'm not, like I said, I never really considered any beef as far as on YouTube, and I'm not really tripping off that. People are going to do what they're going to do. It's kind of hard to witness it sometimes and to experience it, because if you've always been a certain way, there's certain things that you just don't believe in, and there's certain things that do affect other people and people don't realize it, and maybe now one is understanding some of the things that were done to other people on behalf of others that people associate with. Hey, now they know how it affects them, and that's the truth of it. See, if people really wanted people to prosper, there would have never been this haterism. There would have never been this fucking attacking people. There would have never been this fucking, things that people all witnessed, and that's all I got to say. Don't worry about what I say today. Don't worry about what the next man says today. Look back over the last 3 years of everything that you've witnessed and seen for yourself. Let that be what you judge how a person conducts themselves. Don't let it be because this person is going to say it on this fucking live or on this fucking video, because you can see the hypocrisy of a lot of people's actions based upon the fact that if you go through the old video archives and see how people acted towards each other, see how people acted when they weren't around, You know what I'm saying? See some of the screen recordings that people had, how people were talking shit about people thinking they were going to be able to delete it, and then it comes back up. That's all there, man. You know what I'm saying? But um, as far as beef, I ain't tripping out. I got more important things to do, man. You know what I'm saying? People may make comments and stuff, and it's just the comments, are reciprocal. I used to have comments directed at me all the fucking time. You know what I mean? I don't forget that. But to me, it's really not that serious, man. I got a lot of other things in my life that I got going on that I'm trying to fucking deal with day by day. You know what I mean? I have my own personal struggles, my own personal strife, and I don't got time to give energy to what the next man wants to do. It's just a wasted energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like if people have a certain feelings about something, man. I mean, I've never seen where shit has to be aired out like this, but you got to look at where did it all start? Where did it all begin? Why? You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing that takes me aback by a lot of things, man. But I did talk to Rojo about some of the content ideas, and one thing we're not going to do, we're not going to talk about fucking, all these people, even those that maybe run their mouth or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Do I have opinion on people when they do it? Hell yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? Just like they can have their own opinion, but if people think that, there's beef, or if this is just to get views, just discussing it, a lot of people really don't care about it, man. Just like a lot of people don't care about what anybody's going through. Nobody cares. This genre's turned into a genre of emotionless individuals to where they don't really care. They don't have no what do you call consideration for what the next man goes through. It's not a genre where you go to the forefront where people have good human traits to where they're really trying to uplift people or trying to help people. There's those that you catch here and there, but a lot of times they get drowned out by all the negative shit that's going on. The only thing I will say to Gunner, from me to him, right, is this: just stop. Stop explaining yourself. Stop doing all this shit, man. Nobody really gives a fuck, to be honest with you. You should already realize that. They like this shit. They like the drama. They like to attack. So move forward. You know what I mean? Like a lot of us are trying to. Start today. Go do your thing solo. You know what I mean? But learn from a lot of this stuff, because when the explanations come out like this, there's like a lack of accountability, bro. And like, there's too much stuff that was very much verified, confirmed, and clarified, that to come on and feel like, hey, everybody beef, this and that, everybody's attacking me. If you just start fresh right now, like you say you're going to start fresh, do you, which, like I've always said, excellent fucking storyteller. Keep the stories legit, though. I don't think anybody's going to be tripping, man. The ones that are always going to have the biggest voice are the ones that ain't there yet that want to be there. I'm not going to fucking sit there and sugarcoat. I'm not going to pretend like all that happened didn't happen. It did happen. And, you know what I'm saying? The best bet for you is not even have to worry about it and just move on forward. And stop. That's all there is to it, man. I don't think anybody really gets how corrupt this shit can get it from time to time, and how people start to do certain things just to, you know what I'm saying, eliminate the obstacles in front of them. It's a dirty game. And I'm going to point out three things, right? No, I'm not going to point out three things. I'm going to say there's 3 times I mentioned certain things to you. Showed you, proved without a doubt of something that was occurring that could be, like I said, was the most disrespect towards me, was a deliberate attacks. And they didn't come from you, but I showed you the proof of it. And instead of fucking sitting there and doing the right thing, you made everybody believe that you were just as much a part of it, at least in my eyes. And that's all I got to say on that, man. So instead of fucking doing all this stuff like, well, this, beefing, I'm trying to do this, just do it, man. Actions speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying? I see a whole lot of fucking people saying fucking, they got to do this by now, they got to do this. I don't really care. Everybody knows how I am. If anybody wants it, however they want to do it, they can. I'll prearrange and we could do it. And that ain't making me a badass. That ain't making me anything. That's just who I've always been. But other than that, I really ain't tripping off anybody. I got more important things to do. I can't even leave this fucking state unless I got to go to court motions to get permission. I got a court case. And so for people to think that I want to try to instigate or be part of any beef, and I know the video wasn't just directed towards me. Some people felt it was directed towards me. I think it was a generalized feeling that you wanted to put out there. I ain't got no time for it. I got my life I'm worried about right now. You know what I'm saying? And some of those same people that you guys gave breath to and life to, they continue to do the things that are trying to take that away from me. You know what I'm saying? And you had that ball in your court a long time ago where you could have fucking fixed it and done the right thing, but you didn't. So always remember that, man. You reap what you sow from time to time. So now when you have the disaster in front of you, you only have yourself to blame, man. Like I said, I don't care any people that hate me. I got to be a better man. I got to go back to the person I was when I first was in YouTube. And so I don't have to support or like someone, but I hope everybody has the best success that they can have. I hope people can overcome being YouTube warriors and shit, and talk shit. And I hope people can overcome that urge they have to fucking sit there and be troll and put out information about people's families and whatnot, because I'm sure they wouldn't like it if it happened to them. And when people go too far, man, this is how it is, man. You don't know who you're pushing, man. You don't ever know what they about. You can only perceive what they about. Because there's some people who really don't care. And when I mean don't care, they don't care about what they're gonna do if you bring any fucking conflict, turmoil, or devastation to their life. There's motherfuckers that go pluck any one of your family members just to make a point. Those are facts. You know what I'm saying? But people don't realize that till it's on their doorstep. And that's the unfortunate thing about this YouTube stuff, man, is that people give life to people who sometimes, if you look at what their actions are not something that you would normally support, but people support it anyways. And this is just me generalizing. This isn't even towards Gunner, man, but just to, respond to what I'm hearing in this video. I don't think anybody's really caring about you, Gunner. I'm not even tripping. You know what I'm saying? I already went above and beyond and proving everything that I had to say about all the past and proving everything that I said was true. And the actions of other people right after have even fucking corroborated that, man. So I'm pretty much done even have to deal with that. People can take it for what they want. They can fucking support whoever they want. I don't care. You can watch fucking all these channels, my channel included. I'm not going to trip. Just don't come in trying to bait and trying to instigate. Because that's the biggest problem that I see on this YouTube is a lot of people trying to instigate. You know what I'm saying? I guess we all have moderators. We got to do a little bit better job, I guess, right? But, yeah, I didn't come on here to talk shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come on here to fucking, belittle the man or call him a liar or call him a pussy or anything like that. I'm going to try to keep my views of the things I've experienced to myself, man, because, look, I don't care if motherfuckers are fucking high-ranking carnal or fucking never went to prison in his life. If a man's himself and doesn't go out of his way to disrespect other people and just stays in his lane, whether people like it, what it is or not, hey, I don't trip. I don't care who you are. Keep doing that. But when people step outside those lanes and want to attack and want to make everything about fucking, creating a whole different type of climate on fucking YouTube, man, I don't support that shit. Most of us are supposed to be grown men, but a lot of times it's like, man, resorting to teenage fucking antics, and I've done it my damn self, man. And a lot of times I felt that was my only recourse in responding to some of the bullshit, because I tried at times to ignore shit and it just kept on coming. It wasn't helping me when I ignored it. The only time I actually had anything that helped me was when I actually fucking responded, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, real beef isn't handled on fucking YouTube, guys. Real beef isn't fucking aired out. Real ones ain't gonna air that shit out. They're just gonna fucking roll up, man, and do what they do when they catch you, right? That's what real ones are gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Not all this fucking, well, fuck him and fuck that and whoa. Nah, that's not being real. That's generic. That's watered down. But it's unfortunate that, especially in fucking YouTube, it'll bring that out of certain people because that's what people are doing to them. You know, it's like currently I'm out of state. I can't bail out. I'm fighting a case. So when people woo wop about me, I'm in no position to even respond or even go anywhere to fucking respond to it. I got to sit back and pretty much fucking take it. You know, that's like talking shit to someone behind a fucking cell door knowing that they can't get to you. Same type of thing, man. And like I said, this YouTube stuff, man, like I said, um, me and Rojo, when Rogue just come back on, we're not going to go into all that fucking drama or talking shit. If someone asks us a question, maybe on a live, we maybe briefly address it, but that's just to fucking push it to the side, you know? I think sometimes people in the comments are more instigators and they lay the bait for people to try to take. And it's for the sole purpose for it to get to that person, you know? Like me personally, like I said, once again, I don't care. I ain't tripping. I never was tripping as far as fucking on anybody on a physical part. You know what I'm saying? Or on any other part, however they want to play. But some of this stuff has gone too far to where it has affected people's fucking month-to-month paychecks, their relationships, and all kinds of other stuff, man. And that's the cold part about it that nobody respects, you know? That's when you know a man from a man is when he's going to respect, like, look, I mean, I like this motherfucker, but you know what? I'm just going to step back on him. I'm not going to fucking do all this fucking cell soldier talk. I'm not going to do all this fucking, you know, conniving, fucking backdoor politics and ask this dude to do this or do that. There's so much shit that happened, guys, that you guys don't even realize it, man. You know, a lot of fucked up shit. But at the end of the day, I could care less about anybody, man. You know, it is all about the bag. It is all about getting the views for the most part now. You know what I'm saying? If I can help someone in the process, so be it. But most of my help in working and helping other people is always being done outside of YouTube because of the atmosphere that people wanted to create and the things that people wanted to support. It's hard to bring any type of positivity into this YouTube. It'd be great to be nothing but about positivity, about pushing a message, about doing that. I did that for the first fucking year and a half on everything I did. It's harder to do that now, right? It's harder to do that when people are going to try and ridicule you for everything that you do or what you represent or who you are today. And that is a big thing, right? What are you today? Are you a man? Are you a gangster? You a dirtbag? I mean, what is it? That's the whole thing, man. People have different places in life and where they're at. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times people don't realize their own actions. They got to think, would they like it if that happened to them? Or would they like it if it came back 10 times harder on them? Because I'm a firm believer. You fuck with me, I'm coming back at you 10 times harder than how you came at me. And it can go that way till one of us is gone. With anybody. Anyways, that's my thoughts, man. I just had to be real clear about where ACP stands on a lot of this stuff, man. We're not going to really respond to anybody, even if they go fucking low, which a lot of times people do. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that when people do go low, that there's people out there that actually fucking find it funny or support it. That's the sad part about it. You know, but, you know, to each one's, I hope you guys have your own success in what you guys do. I'm going to do me, and whoever I rock with, they're going to do them. But the same token, it could get serious if people allow it. Think about that. That's it. I'm gone.